5 lessons learned from separation anxiety. Wait. 6 lessons learned from separation anxiety. Here we go. Number 1, document the process. Everything has a start, a middle, and an end. As a matter of fact, I found out this whole thing about separation anxiety is actually called adult separation anxiety. It is diagnosable, and depending on severity, you can pretty much figure out a way through it. It's find a way to definitely talk it out, right? When you're going through your situation, find a way to talk it out and document the process. Everything has a start, a middle, and an end. So definitely document it. How you're going, how you're feeling about it. That's very important. Number 2, trust the process. Know what you can do and what you can't do, right? Like they said in Captain Jack Sparrow says, is what a man can do and what a man can't do is savvy. And so what that means is that pretty much there are certain things you can do and what you can know, and know what you can't do during the process, right? For example, you understand that there are certain things like, for example, I could write letters, I could talk to the kids on the phone, I could reach out to the people as much as I could. That's something I could do when I had number 2, just knowing what I couldn't do. So that's pretty much called trust the process. Number 3 is the focus during the process. I use the example of when Jesus was separated. Jesus, God the Son, was separated from God the Father. And what happened was, like, on the cross was the part where he cried out, Father, why have thou forsaken me? Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, why have thou forsaken me? And there's a part where he, even though he felt betrayed, there came a point where he actually still trusted God, no matter what, God the Father, no matter what, because you understand that that we should trust in God more than we trust in the thing that we miss, because at the end of the day, He'll never leave us nor forsake us. He'll never leave us nor forsake. Like, see, He could bring whatever bad we had promised, whatever we were afraid of that we're losing, He can bring that back. But what happens is that He can actually, He's more important than anything that we have, because He'll never promise never leave us nor forsake us. Right? That was number 3. Number 4, this is a temporary process, right? The one thing I learned about this is that this is a temporary process. This too will pass, right? One of those things where in life, these things will come to pass. Like I said before, has a start, has a middle, has an end. Number 4 is pretty much that this time can, pretty much the time can lengthen the pain, but that the bottom line is that this is a temporary process. You have to do endurance, patience, and you have to just trust that God will help you through it. That's one of the things I learned in this whole time, was that God's going to help us through it, and I will see my children again. And we did. We actually, at 63 days, we were able to see our kids. Number 5 is my favorite. I think it's called celebrate the completion of the process, and I did that one. What I did was that we did a face paint. I was able to body paint my wife. I was able to, when I met the kids, we had a ceremony. We counted 63 days. I found a piece of wood, and I put markings on the piece of wood, and that was to show that we were able to celebrate together. So that learn to let go and enjoy the time you have.